the chocolates.
What the frick is that?
We got the chocolates.
Don't they do dad jokes?
We got the chocolates.
Wait, there's a podcast?
Yes.
Really?
Scouts, welcome back to another episode of the We Got the Chocolates podcast. I'm Lee.
I'm Skin.
I'm Gertie.
And that is Mickus over there.
Hello.
And Mickus films and chimes in when we need him. It's the podcast that's like a team sport, but for podcasting. We show up every week. We try to improve. We also record the training session, and that's what you're listening to right now. You've probably arrived by accident, but definitely stay for a laugh. Any feedback, Gertie, on the
I don't think you want to hear that, mate.
What? Wait, don't rate it.
A bit wordy.
Really wasn't, actually. It was
No,
quite.
it
It was
was
smaller than last week's intro.
Was it?
What was last week's intro? What's happened to it's the podcast where you feel like you're chatting to your mates or something?
Yeah, it's good.
that was
I'm
nice.
happy to throw that in the rotation
really
every now
nice.
and then as well. Just you
just
don't want to
mixing
do the
it up.
same thing
Yeah.
all the time. And I quite like creatively just writing a new intro each week. It's
Did you
challenging.
write that? Or did
I did
Chad
write it. No, that was me.
Yeah, nice.
That's
Well
good.
done. Look at you go.
And like, because we are training, like your motto actually, Gertie, is that we embrace imperfections on this podcast. So it's not really like a real podcast. If we've got a new game idea, we'll trial it on the main episode.
Yep.
Because it's just a muck around podcast. Like
Right.
we're not.
This is our training session.
This is our training session.
When's the competition?
Doesn't exist.
We're building towards it. Eventually, when we feel like we're ready to go, we'll start trying.
Okay.
It's like the under-8s cricket, mate. There's no winners.
Speaking of under-8s, actually, Skin, Maeve is here and awake for her first episode.
Yeah, look at her go. She's up and about.
That's Skin's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking pretty intrigued by what's going on over here, actually.
Yeah. She's much more attentive this week.
Probably intrigued by your jacket too, which we'll speak a little bit more about.
Yeah.
There is a decent F1 theme to this episode because myself, Skin, and Dave the Brit, the nose jack shit, he's sitting over there. We just got back from F1 in Melbourne, which was cool. And a story for you, Gertie, that I think you'll enjoy. We had this situation on the weekend where Dave's like in his element. Like if you've ever seen someone just be passionate about a topic, you can see how cool it is. But for Dave, that's F1. Like that's the greatest moment of his life, just watching it on TV generally. He's happy enough. So the fact that he was actually in the same city as it was like, wow, my mind's blown. And then he walked through the gates and he was like, oh, I just can't believe how good life is. And eventually got to go to do some pretty cool stuff, right? But it looked at one point like it was going to be even cooler for him. But we thought the great people at OzGP had lined up a hot lap for him to do in the morning.
Really?
Yeah, so that's what we thought that we were managing to sort out for him. And so myself, Skin and Dave all in my hotel room because we were editing a video and Skin was like, oh, well, we're going to have to be there way earlier in the morning tomorrow because we're meeting Toyota in the next morning at like 10:30. But to do this hot lap, we had to be there at like 8 o'clock. So Skin was like, oh, Lee, can you just message our contact at Toyota and say, don't worry about like transferring us from the hotel. We're just going to Uber there early and make sure we're ready to go. And so I was like, yeah, no worries, not a problem.
All over it.
All over it, right? So no issue. And then I think 2 hours later, we got a message, unfortunately, from OzGP saying, hey, the car that Dave was going to do his hot lap in, that's broken down. So we're not going to be able to do this hot lap anymore. We're so sorry.
Devastating.
Yeah, so devastating. Like poor old Dave, he was like he'd gone from being
6 to
unbelievably
midnight.
excited, yeah,
Reverse.
exactly, to like,
Yep.
oh, geez, that's heartbreaking. Which so it was a real shame. But silver linings, Mitch was then like, Skin was like to me, well, you're gonna have to like let Toyota know. Like, would you mind getting that back on because you've obviously cancelled that? So could we sort that out? And I was like, well, the funny thing is we actually haven't cancelled that. Because I forgot to do that. And the lesson here is this is why you should never rush things, which I thought you'd really appreciate, Gertie. So if I had cancelled it, then that would have been a massive shit show. But because I just took my time and didn't do it,
Exactly.
then it worked out later. It worked out really well for us in the long run. Don't you think that's a great lesson?
I think you guys are absolutely fucking hopeless. Not you in this setting. Honestly, mate.
Well, it all worked out in the end, except Dave's hot lap.
No, but that didn't work out.
But it worked out by pure luck. Like, that's purely luck that's happened.
That's what you need sometimes. A little bit of luck.
Sometimes life is luck a lot of the time. That's an old expression.
You know, there's things you can control and there's things you can't control.
And that was well outside my control.
What were you doing on your phone instead?
I think I went just straight back to editing. I was like, yeah, I'll send that message.
You're a busy
very soon.
guy, obviously.
Exactly. But anyway, so don't rush, guys. That's the lesson to take out of this. We've also got, I'll get to actually listen to the Chocs, which there's a bit of pressure around the jingle here. What? Can't remember what I've got
Just
to do.
do what you want to do, mate, I reckon.
The Chocs.
Nice.
I think I quite like that.
You panicked a little bit, though, didn't you?
Yeah, I definitely forgot what I was meant to be doing
Just
there.
go back to what you were doing. It was really good.
Yeah, then I did 2 squared though. Like listen to the Chocs.
No one cares, mate.
No, that's true.
Yeah, you can't say.
Well, you are right in saying no one cares. That is very tough to argue with. So we've got a couple of pieces of feedback, actually. I guess if we continue to go with sort of the training session analogy where we're happy to make mistakes here because it's training, I guess this would be like coaching notes, maybe. From our audience that they've thrown to us. I see where the homework link should be, but there's definitely no link for me.
Again, that's just outside of our control, I think.
Could be user error on my end, but probably not.
I swear to God, I even asked you blokes, just like, hey, is the survey link there? Yeah. Now we'll get it. It's in the show notes.
Yep. Just in case it hasn't been said yet, I can't access the homework link. Thanks, Dandon. And then, fellas, the link to the homework is non-existent on it. Help us out. Skid said we had to do homework. That was from Jez. So they're all comments on Spotify. We have now amended that. So that was on episode 270. I think the first time Skin gave the homework.
Can I just say, if you are watching on YouTube,
Yep.
the link is not there either.
Oh,
No way.
Yeah, it was my job to get the YouTube live, and then I read some of the comments, people saying there's no link, and then I didn't know where to find the link, so...
Right. Oh, my God. Well, you can't find it in the Spotify description, that's for sure.
So hold on a second.
So there was no link anywhere for anything.
But now
Wow.
we've reposted the link, but on an episode that's not this episode. Is that correct? So
no. So this episode that you're listening right now, on
You'll
a
have the link
Thursday,
as well?
We'll have
that's
the
got
link.
the link.
can I just play devil? Why don't you just put it? You know how it says like we got the chocolates, stay for a laugh, whatever.
Yeah.
Just why don't you just fucking put it there? That way, when you literally go to the page, you'll click the button.
Yeah. Well, on Instagram.
Yeah,
I
why
think
not
we
just do
have
that?
done that as well.
I don't think it's there either.
Excellent. We'll put it there too.
Oh, it could be in the link tree.
Yeah, I thought it was in the link tree.
No, I looked in the link tree.
Sweet.
Well, it could
It's
be.
meant to be in there. It could be in the link tree, as in it's possible for us to put it there.
Like, yeah, it's like it's able to be in there.
Yeah, so we'll get to that. Look, let's embrace imperfections.
Yeah, we
We'll
can't
sort
rush
it
these
out.
things. I mean, we said it a month ago. And
right.
The 6-week trial runs out in 2
Yeah,
weeks.
actually,
That's
I'm
fine.
pretty sure there's only 1 week left of doing your survey. So,
Well, no, we get 9 surveys and 8 of them in this room.
I didn't do it.
try and get them in, please. Anyway, so they were some of the comments that I read. And obviously, Mickus got some on YouTube too. So it's wonderful. Thanks for the feedback. We will improve there. We'll get it sorted, genuinely. We also got a couple of ones left on the website. We got thechocolates.com.au. And I think, this one was about Dolly.
G'day boys, Nick here. Hopefully friend of the show status is not too far away. Anyway, was listening to the pod the other day and you're talking about Dolly, the first ever cloned sheep. And someone asked what Dolly's surname was, and I can't remember who it was, but it was suggested that her surname was Parton. I would have thought though, surely the name of a first ever cloned sheep would be Dolly Part 2. Over to you, Mitchell.
Well done, Nick.
That's really good.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it, yeah.
'Cause
But
like-
just he said over to you, Mitchell, I don't have anything to build off of it. It's, I mean, unless they cloned her again and then Dolly Part 3.
Okay, don't be
that's-
ridiculous.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Also, he's probably the first Chocky I've heard refer to you by your full name.
Yeah, how do you
Mitchell.
even find that out?
I know.
I call you Mitchell every episode.
Yeah.
I don't really call you
right.
Skin that much.
Oh, okay. Well, that's weird.
Yeah, so
Actually,
Mitchell
that's
and
pretty
Skin
normal.
is the
It's
same
literally my
person.
name,
Yeah. If you're listening, that could get confusing.
Eloise also calls me Mitchell. It's weird.
It's a nice name.
It's like,
It's a much better name than Skin.
I suppose that is why my parents chose it.
Yeah.
But it is funny that like of all the people to call me by my full name, you would think my wife would be on a nickname basis with me or something, but no.
She probably
Yeah,
doesn't
I would go
love the
rev-
name.
I would go
Yeah.
reverse of that.
Or like Mitch.
Yeah. Mitch.
Not many people call me Mitchell
No.
unless I'm in trouble or something.
Well, I mean-
well, maybe that's the answer.
You've been a naughty. You've been a naughty boy.
I don't think I've ever called you Mitch once in my life.
Yeah, but do you call me Mitchell or do you just call me Skin?
I would call you Mitchell before I called you Mitch.
Would
But
you
I would
call
call
him-
you Skin before I called you Mitchell.
I would go Mitchell, Skin, Mitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would go Skin, Mitch, never Mitchell.
Skinny Weasley.
I would go
That's true.
Skin.
You've got 7,000 other nicknames in
Yeah.
there. You'd throw.
Skinny Weasley, Irons, Zwise, and then
Dries.
maybe Mitch. Some stature. Anyway, we also had another voice message.
Hey fellas, Sam here. I left a comment on the last week's potty about the missing homework link. I see you fellas have finally fixed that up in this most recent podcast.
There you go.
Just wanted to let you know that I'm happy to accept my apology in the form of pogs. Cheers, boys. Love you.
Love you.
Yeah, we're also out of pogs. That was another mistake.
Has anything been done properly in this organisation in the last 6 months?
Pogs were well ordered. We just sort of overstated how many we had, and then we ran out of them.
Yep.
At
that
one
was
point,
done poorly.
unfortunately, we went from having 10,000 one week to 0 the next week. That was quite staggering.
Yep.
In terms of your question, has anything been done properly?
Has anything like, here's what we need to do today. I'm going to do this, and this, and you've gone tick, 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 job done smoothly.
Yeah, we always go for coffee early.
Yep.
We're good
And we're
at
late
that
to that
part.
as well, and I spilled it on the way home, but anyway, that's fine.
We nail a bit of office cricket most days. We're good at
What
getting that done.
about stuff to, grow the business and try and make us all richer?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever finished my to-do list ever.
Yeah, right.
Does anyone have that problem, or is that just me? Like,
Well, I mean, if it was finished, it would be a to-done list.
Yeah, nice.
So
But no, in
the way
answer
it
to your
works.
question, I write a to-do list at the start of the day, and I get through about half of it most of the time. It's quite. I don't know if I'm just too ambitious in the mornings. or
Yeah,
what.
that's
Like-
normal. No,
That
that's
shocks me.
Okay.
no, that is normal. That's
set the
definitely
bar
a normal
high.
thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
How many items are on your to-do list?
Because
if it's like
I'm a busy man.
if it's 2 and you only get half of them, that's a poor day.
Well, not necessarily. If one of them edited a whole YouTube video,
But more likely it's actually one, and then he gets half of that done, and then he forgets what he went.
like I almost made it back from coffee in time to go home.
That was Listen to the Chocs. Thank you very much. Go, did you want to intro? You love this segment, so maybe you should intro this.
Do I? We don't have a jingle for it though, do we?
Oh, do we not?
I don't think we do.
What's wrong with us at the moment in terms of...
We're just still trialing things.
I think we're lacking... Yeah, but we need to trial more jingles.
Okay.
Put on the to-do
I
list.
think there's also other things we could be doing. Anyway, this is perfect. Sponsorships don't exist,
Wonderful.
and this is where we would play said jingle if we had said jingle.
What about Simple Plan? I'm sorry, I can't be perfect sponsorships.
Beautiful,
Nice.
beautiful.
Yeah, I'll make that.
Yeah. Is that your favourite Simple Plan song?
Probably, actually.
What?
Yeah, because I never really liked that other one that they were very well known for. Welcome to My Life.
No, that was
Perfect was good. Hit you in the feels, I thought.
yeah, right.
I
Anyway,
liked a lot of their stuff until I realised it was all very sad.
yeah, right.
That is why I liked it.
It reeked of having a Smirnoff double black at a house party back in the day. Anyway,
Yeah, except I was about 6 years old at the time was the problem.
you can do anything. You can do anything with a good attitude, Mitchell. No, this is where we take our famous people's names and we match them up with a sponsor that really fits them perfectly.
That's right, yeah. We pride ourselves on our work in the
Yeah.
brand and partnership space.
And if we can get any of these over the line, we're happy to take anywhere between 10 and 25% commission.
I was going to say, if we help these other celebrities out, then there's a chance they'll return the favour.
Absolutely.
Go back at us, maybe.
Yeah, MC their weddings. You just never know.
That's all right.
Anyway,
All right.
who wants to lead us off?
I can start you with one.
Yep.
I've got Jason Bateman, sponsored by Tackle Warehouse.
Nice. Very good. I've gone all NRL players. It's the season. I've gone Xavier Coates, the paint place.
I've also got from the F1 Carlos Sainz, which is pretty basic, sponsored by Signorama.
Very nice. Okay.
Mitchell?
I don't know if we've said this before, but it seemed obvious. Someone had to say it. Tiger Woods, sponsored by Bunnings.
Yep.
Yep. Said, but nice.
Okay.
I'm on a very similar boat. I think these could have said before. That doesn't sound right. Anyway,
That's training, though, don't worry.
Payne Haas avocado
Nice.
sponsorship.
Brilliant.
Potentially been said, has it? I don't know.
I think I did it in a nicknames thing.
yep.
But no,
Okay.
all good. I had Jamin Salmon, obviously sponsored by John West.
Nice.
Yep.
I've got Channing Tatum, sponsored by Bondi Sands. More on the first names.
Excellent.
That's so good.
I was really happy with that. And
Excellent.
Skin's giving me nothing.
Sorry, yeah, it took me a long time. I think that sounds funny. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Skin, explain it.
Is it to do with wait? Wait, no, I don't get it. wait, can
so-
you explain it to me?
So Channing sounds like tanning.
Oh,
and
that is what I
Bondi
thought.
Sands.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah.
Back yourself.
I was concerned. I was like, wait, shouldn't that be something about the sun, not the sand? Anyways,
That's but keep going. You do yours.
Okay, right, all right.
It's so nice when it's not me.
Shit, anytime you want to rock up at this training session,
You leave your
half
shoes-
an hour
You
later.
left your shoes in the car.
Okay, yeah. No,
See, this is why we can't start a real podcast. Skin doesn't get out of the car. And
Honestly,
just
mate, we're
forgets
playing
that.
soccer and you have your shin pads
yeah,
on.
true. No, this is I'm out of form horribly at the moment. But anyways, I'll try something. Stephen Hawking, sponsored by the Hawthorn AFL Club.
Okay.
Nice.
They don't often do big
Yeah.
sponsorships
No.
outgoing. On
Yeah.
the
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of my sponsorships are like that. I think all of
give us another
just
one.
as a
Yeah.
warning.
Mate,
I think
double it up.
all of my next ones are sponsored by people who probably don't generally offer sponsorships.
Oh, right.
Like
there's-
the brand.
You can always do things differently, though, can't you?
That's true. I mean, this is innovative. So the band The Kinks, sponsored by Dave the Brit.
He is a bit naughty, isn't he?
I thought you were going to say like naughty but nice or something like that. Yeah. Sponsored by one human. Dave the Brit.
Dave, who is an odd cat.
Jeez.
Oh, that's saucy.
Yeah.
All right, Mickus.
Tony Hawk, sponsored by Taronga Zoo.
Nice. Because Hawks are in the zoo.
Yep.
That's for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you considered the Hawthorn AFL Club?
Yes, no, I hadn't, but I have now.
Unfortunately, they can't because they're already sponsoring.
Yeah, well,
that other person was.
I've got Kalen Ponga, and obviously sponsored by Lynx Deodorant.
Nice. Has
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
I've got, just go be with me on this. It's a bit long.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade,
Yes.
sponsored by Eat Smart Precision 550 Extra Wide Digital Scale.
Wade, because he's weighed on the scale.
oh my days.
It's just an incredible talent that you and I have that only you and I can pick up on what that meant. No one else on the planet would have got that.
I think I'm very happy with the fact that I just looked at you the entire time, knowing that you would get it at some point.
It's just funny, like all of a sudden my stretchy ones don't seem that stretchy.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm happy to back in some of these suckers now. The band Our City, sponsored by The Who.
Nice.
It's just
So one band sponsoring other band.
Very commonplace. They just share profits.
it's like Instagram shout outs.
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao, sponsored by Atari,
Atari. What's Atari?
a gaming console
Oh, okay.
that I'm pretty sure Pac-Man was created to be played
nice.
on.
It is
Glad I
stretchy.
explained it.
No.
How did you not know what Atari is?
I was a PlayStation guy, not Atari.
But I'm pretty sure Atari was before PlayStation.
Yeah,
You might be thinking of Guitar-y, I think.
Guitar
Okay,
Hero.
yes,
Yeah.
guitars were before PlayStation.
Yeah.
Well, they were.
Nice.
Yes.
Also, they were a big part of PlayStation for a while with Guitar Hero.
Nice. I'll go my last two. Blake Brayley, sponsored by Specsavers.
Nice. Wait, why?
Braille.
Oh, you just say nice. What the hell is wrong with it? No idea.
No, so we just back each other.
Assume it's good.
Already said it, so that's hilarious.
And Daniel Tupu, obviously
Yeah.
sponsored by Prune Lax Natural Laxatives.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Nice.
That is not where I thought that was going. No. Well done.
My last one is Sandra Bullock. Go with me here again. Sponsored by PBR. Professional
bull
Bull Riding
riding,
Association.
yes.
Wonderful. Okay. My last one was Mark Twain, sponsored by Thomas the Tank Engine.
Nice. Happy.
And I had Wilt Chamberlain, sponsored by Spinach.
Is it Wilts? Like Teague Wilton?
Big Wilton.
I didn't really know any spinach brands.
Woolworths.
Yeah, but like,
As I mentioned at the start of this episode, we went down to the Formula One over the weekend, and well, we've got plenty to tell you about. Actually, there were a few fast cars, which wouldn't surprise you.
Or Tracy Chapman.
Tracy Chapman's, as we call them. Nice. We had big stars as well. That rhymes. Fast cars, big stars, and then one thing that doesn't rhyme at all, which is just Skin buying a jacket that was the most expensive item I've ever seen
And
in
financial
my life.
scars.
That's the name of the episode. Fast cars, big stars, financial scars. Like it. Skin, at least you're wearing the jacket.
That's a nice, oh yeah, mate. That's what we said this morning. Cost per wear is just plummeting over here.
If anyone wants to look up the temperatures in Brisbane on Monday, the 17th of March, it's 34 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's warm. Yeah, it's very warm. I wish I weren't wearing it, but It cost me my life savings, so I feel obliged.
Excellent. Can I also just say that we need to give a shout out to some particularly great people.
Really?
For down there. While we're down there, we worked with Quadlock, which was amazing, Toyota, and Oz GP. So all three wonderful people.
I've always said that.
If you're ever looking for anyone in those industries, Gertie will give you a reference.
If you're
Fantastic.
ever looking to buy an Australian Grand Prix,
Oh,
Well, someone will. someone has to own it.
I guess.
I don't know how often it comes up on the market, but just get in there. Now, we have actually, this is weird, like we don't often do this, but Quadlock helped us get sort of amongst people and doing some, I think they call it vox pop in the industry, where we go out and sort of like interview some people. One of those people was Oscar Piastri, which was, Skin actually had a chance at meeting him last year and shelled it.
Oh, yeah.
And that wasn't a sponsor plug. But
More of a Caltex guy.
so we just made a meal deal of it. This year, redemption. So we, rather than sort of talking you through just the stories, we have actually got like a highlights package to
Nice.
roll.
Great.
So I'm just interested to see. And give us any feedback in the Spotify comments. We'll leave a link for that.
Little KO mini sort of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Here we go.
Now, we probably didn't have you in mind when we wrote this question, so I think you'll be all over it. But which F1 team has the record for the fastest pit stop of all time?
McLaren.
Lovely. And for bonus points, do you remember what time it was?
1.8 seconds.
Nicely done.
Well, Oscar, seems you're pretty good at regular trivia. Let's go with this question. What current Formula One driver would make a wonderful legal assistant?
A wonderful legal assistant, George Russell.
I want you to think more about their last name and maybe puns as opposed to their actual skill set.
Oh,
You got it?
Liam Lawson.
Oh, my days.
That's not even the answer I had.
We had Charles Leclerc.
This is a clerk. Yeah.
That is a much better answer.
Better, I think.
Lawson
Okay.
was better.
I've got one final question that actually relates to you. It's very, very. We're keen to ask people about this, but it's a true or false question, so it's very easy. Oscar Piastri featured in an Australian government ad at one point, encouraging people to display Piastri Street Smarts.
Piastri Street Smarts.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I have done something with the government, but I don't remember it being that.
No, well, I made that up, so I hope it's false.
Yeah, that was definitely false. I think I have done something with Quadlock, though, funnily enough.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Appreciate it. Cheers. Who do you think's better prepared for the rainy conditions here? Got Skin?
Oh, yeah. That's a little rack set 380, which was already scary enough. Got stung 450. Great negotiating. What? 450 for a bloody 120 GSM. Thanks, boys. All right, a bit of F1 trivia, just testing your knowledge. Who holds the record for the fastest F1 pit stop of all time?
McLaren?
Yep, lovely. And bonus points, can you remember the time it was?
1.8.
2 seconds? I don't know.
1.8 was good enough. You stopped at the right time, so yeah, well done. Which driver's last name, a very serious question, which driver's last name is also where you might store your cookies at home?
Wait, what?
Yeah, slight change of pacing from the pit stop thing. It's obviously Isaac Hadjar. No brainer.
Yeah.
Yep.
What year was the first Melbourne Grand Prix held?
1980, 70, 1994.
Oh, so close, 96.
The man who the pit stop was named after had the first name Stu.
False.
Yeah, I suspect that probably was false. I'd be surprised if his name was Stu Pitt.
What year was the first Melbourne Grand Prix?
Oh, they stole it off Adelaide, so, 93 or something.
Are you from Adelaide by any chance? You sound quite bitter.
South Australia. So, yeah, naturally, it was always going to be like that, but yeah.
Little true or false, Lando Norris is the son of Chuck Norris.
False?
Correct, he's not the son, but he's younger.
I'd like to see that fight. Like that, I'd pay for that. Piastri, I'm backing him in all the way, but Lando Norris, no.
No. Okay. Nice. That's the deepest answer we've had for that question. That's well thought out. Oscar Piastri once featured in an Australian government ad campaign encouraging people to show Piastri Street Smarts.
I'm going to go yes, true. Just out blindly.
I 100% made that up. It's a wonderful campaign, though, so thank you for just
I mean, yeah, it sounds like a wonderful campaign. So, Yeah, look, if you told me that was an actual campaign, I'd believe you.
Which current Formula One driver would make a great legal assistant?
No idea. I can't think of the name.
Charles Leclerc is the one I was looking for.
Yeah, okay.
Which Australian racing driver has a name that Joey from Friends said repeatedly?
I've never watched Friends.
Nice. Okay.
Jack Doohan.
This is a clinic. Yeah, how you doing?
That makes sense.
This is a genuine clinic, Olio. What year was the first Melbourne Grand Prix?
1953?
So close, 96. I like the confidence, impressive. Which Formula One driver shares the same last name as my favourite musical?
That's a great question.
Yeah. I can't believe you don't know his favourite musical.
He has a favourite musical?
For the sake of the question, he does, yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
Are you familiar with Lin-Manuel's work by any chance?
Lin-Manuel Miranda. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know of him.
Yeah, okay. You know?
Oh, Hamilton.
Yeah, it'd be Lewis Hamilton, yeah.
Well done. That is clinical.
That's disappointing.
There you go. So that was our Trivia with a twist.
Yeah,
you might
nice.
say.
Yeah. Very good.
What do you think? What was your favourite question, Gertie?
I had my own actually experience with Piastri over the weekend too. I backed a horse by the name of Piastri.
How'd you go?
I ran last.
Crash out.
No, that was fantastic. I sent a message to you over the weekend. I thought you did some bloody good job on the weekend, you boys. Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Gertie. I appreciate that. Now, Skin, I think the number one talking point from that does indeed have to be the jacket situation. So you often hear people talk in Melbourne about how the weather can change quite quickly, on a dime, you might say. So we were complaining about how hot it was on Saturday. I think Skin was upset with his choice to wear jeans or long pants because it was 35 degrees potentially.
Yep.
Very hot. Sunday couldn't have been colder and absolutely pissing down. And as we sort of got into the race with this speaker, whoever was doing the emceeing, just said, okay, guys, we've got one more band of rain. So once this is gone, we're all clear. Another reason I love meteorologists. That band of rain unfortunately lasted 6.5 hours.
It wasn't just a band, it was a festival.
It's a full lineup.
Yeah. But yeah, when we were leaving the hotel in the morning, it was obviously rainy, but I checked the weather app, still said it was going to be 26 degrees that day. I was like, that's warm enough. I don't want to get stuck being too hot in a jumper. So I went in just a t-shirt, didn't pack anything else, didn't want to carry a backpack, nothing like that. And then it rained for hours and hours, and the wind was terrible. And we had after we heard the message about the Band of Rain being the last band, we had the great idea of, okay, now this is our chance. The rain's about to stop. We're gonna go for a walk, get to the other side of the track. We got stuck out in the rain for an hour or so. So I was dripping wet and freezing cold, and decided I needed to buy a rain jacket after I'd been rained on, so not that helpful. And they were all quite expensive, as it turned out.
Very. To the point where on the rack it said 380. Then when you got up there, it said 450.
Yeah, how does that work?
That's not your best negotiation.
That's just GST.
No.
It's a
lot more than GST.
No.
Yeah, it's like they just made a mistake, and I tried to pull them up on it and negotiate with them and barter, and it went really well for me.
But wouldn't you just say it says 380 there? You literally point to the sign. Did you do that?
Yeah, I did that. And
What did they say?
Yeah, she hit me with it's 450. So I said, okay, well,
it's a pretty solid argument that she's made.
Well, she scanned it and it said 450. So I was like, you have got me there.
But it said 380.
Oh, but I mean, that could be a classic, someone put it back on the wrong rack, for example.
Well, with all the other ones.
But yeah.
Anyway, so I still had the problem of being freezing cold and soaking wet, and I needed a jacket to last the afternoon. So I decided that, I had a moment to think about it when she told me it was 450, and I decided I would take it. And
I just would have loved to be there for that conversation. Can I take this jacket for 380, 450? It's a bit expensive. It's 450. I'll take it.
Make it 5.
Pretty much how. Would you like a tip? That's pretty much how it went. So yeah, now I've got this wonderful jacket, which is great. I spoke a little bit poorly of it in that vignette that you just played. I said 120 GSM. I think it's got a bit more than that. There's plenty going on. It's got all the bells and whistles. I mean, this is the Velcro is really nice. That's a solid material. There's pockets everywhere. So if anyone's looking to buy it, let me know.
I think they do. They often do go very well on Facebook Marketplace, I think.
Yes,
right.
Exactly. a little $450 rain jacket. I could knock a couple dollars off it.
Yeah, you'd be happy to take, what, $443 or something?
Yeah, somewhere around
But
there.
then you'd sing him 18 for postage.
Well, I mean, someone's got to cover the postage.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, it's a shame. I mean, Skin, we got the chocolates has quite a bit of gear that you could have just like taken one of those jumpers down. We haven't done rain jackets. That's maybe.
Yeah, that's where we need to go next.
Save that for next summer.
I'll sell this rain jacket on our website, and we'll get a taste of what the demand is, and then
We should all sign it.
All right.
Oh, maybe that's the play.
Yeah.
And then it'll sell for 200.
You may as well just chuck it out.
We all sign it, throw it in the bin.
It did make me wonder, Gertie, have you had a purchase like that you like regret? Like what your most regrettable purchase? Because I reckon Mum would hate me for a couple. For my birthday, I got her to buy me a mountain bike when I was young. That didn't get ridden very much. And then B, a surfboard. Both things that
Do you have a surfboard?
I did have a surfboard. I surfed.
Did. You got rid of it?
I potentially still have it, do I?
I assume so.
I don't think I have it.
Who the hell has it? You've never sold it, have you?
I think it's on Facebook Marketplace with your jacket.
Fair enough.
I had a surfboard and I wasn't good and didn't live down the coast or up the coast or any coast.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to surf the Brisbane River.
Very tough. And I didn't try. And I was also not good at it. So that was quite a poor purchase, I'll be honest.
No, I'm just trying to think.
You never?
I don't think so. I don't buy that much shit, mate, to be honest with you. I don't
Really?
know.
Kathleen gets some stuff.
Oh, she certainly does. Ask her. Give her a phone call.
Right. Do you make like good decisions with your money and life?
No, I usually just spend it on gambling and alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
they're
okay,
my
yeah,
vices,
alright.
not things.
I see.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I would waste so much of like this is rare for me. I was very cold, obviously, but I generally don't drop $450 on things. But I would waste so much money on food. Just take away
That's not
food.
a waste, though, is it?
Well, it's like I could be eating a lot cheaper than I do.
Yeah.
And I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I would argue buying food is easier to get your head around than buying that jacket.
Especially your mouth.
Biggest any purchases that you regret?
Do tattoos count?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that.
You got that one free.
I've got like 30.
Oh, that you regret.
Yeah.
How many of you, let's say you've got 20 tats, how many do you regret? Is it half?
Oh, every single one.
Really?
We've talked about this before.
Not the Homer Simpson one, though. You like that one?
I'd probably keep that one. No, I would be so happy if they were all gone. I'd probably pay a fair bit of money
to get rid of them.
To just get rid of all, which you can do.
Well, if we sell Skin's jacket, he might be able to put it towards
True.
Or get a new tattoo.
I wouldn't pay $450.
Wait, but what would you do? Because obviously you've got tattoos because you wanted to get tattoos at some stage. So,
Yeah.
like, would you rather be clean skin or do different tattoos?
No, that's you.
Have a shower, mate.
Just end it there.
I want to know this.
No, what?
Like, would you get other tattoos?
Well, wouldn't. Yeah, well, you know what? I'd probably get it all removed and then just start getting more again.
Okay.
That.
Great.
Like, I wouldn't want to. Like, the plan would be to never get them again, but
Sure, okay.
knowing me, I'd probably just do them myself. At least I wouldn't pay for them. Yeah, that camera genuinely stopped and
Yeah,
didn't.
what was that
didn't
about?
it said like error, reinstall battery, and then it just didn't save the clip. So the first like 25 minutes is nothing on that camera, which is fine. And then but that was and then that one, we looked at that one's just nothing as well. Like no, sorry, no, that one was like 27 minutes, so that was fine. I just don't know why either of them stopped. It's so odd.
Jeez.
But I saw that one. Well, it
Wait,
doesn't.
what? So that recorded 20 odd minutes and stopped for how long?
Well, I honestly think I looked, and then I think it was during the recording it stopped, and then I just looked, and then it was off.
Right. And
But-
that never started. But
No, it
deleted
started, and then
whatever
I
it
was
rec-
watching, and it just said like it came with black
just deleted
screen error. Just didn't save the. Yeah, sometimes when cameras turn off, they just don't save the clip. But there still could be a file on there that you can recover. But that's the first time that's ever happened. It just happened both cameras at the same time. So odd.
Sometimes when they turn off, they don't save the clip. That's a great feature of cameras.
That is one of the worst.
Well, you've got it.
Yeah, but surely you could design it so that like the last 2% of the battery is always used to saving whatever's currently filming.
Okay, time to play a game, and the game this week is Alphabet. You can't do this with the second letter. No surprise that we haven't got a jingle for that. That title is probably too long.
What is wrong with us?
Well, this was the one that we had to steal like an artist. So you've probably heard like games similar. I think Alpha Bucks is one that springs to mind, where you've sort of got like 30 seconds to answer as many questions, all starting with the same letter, where your responses have to start with the same letter. But for us, we obviously we don't want to steal things, so we did it way differently, where the second letter has to be that letter.
Yeah, right.
Genius.
Why are you acting surprised? You've played this game before, Goody.
See, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to engage the audience here.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Keep doing that. Keep
I will.
doing that stuff.
So how do we play?
Okay. I think I just explained how we play. Goody, can I go? Would you like to set as the carryover champion? You won it last time.
Did I? There you go. I knew that as well, but I said to the audience. Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Good. Do you want to set? Or
Sure, I'll open the batting.
All right, here you go. Your letter is R.
Okay.
Mickus, I'm going to need you on the stopwatch. 30 seconds. Get through as many as you can. There are 10 to get through.
Mm-hmm.
Letter is R. All answers must have R as the second letter. If you want to pass, then pass, and I'll see what I can do about it. There you go. Your time starts now. A mode of transport.
Train.
A sport.
Cricket.
A fruit.
Class.
Profession.
Brake installer.
Something you'd find in the sky.
Tree.
Keep going.
A body part. Is that 30 seconds?
Well, it is now.
What were you doing there?
Whoa, I felt like a lot longer than 30 seconds.
To be fair, he looked at me and I was like, why are you looking at me? And then I realised what he was doing. I forgot that I was watching the time.
All right. So, Goody, I'm going to say what? You got a mode of transport, train, so that's 1 correct. A sport, cricket, that's 2 correct. A fruit, what'd you go?
I said
Class.
Class.
No, you said plus. Yeah, so we can't give you that. A profession was a brake installer. Dave the Brit, the nose jack shit. Are you happy with that?
I'm not happy with it.
happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Really?
so that's 1, 2. And something you'd find in the sky. What'd you go for that?
Trees.
I'd argue they're on the ground.
I would
No,
definitely
but
argue
in the
that.
ground.
No, but
Like the top of the trees in the sky.
yeah, I'd give that.
My answer was drone.
Dave said yes for that. I'm happy not to take the brake pad one because that's not right.
I guess you could find a tree. We're just fresh off a cyclone. You could find a tree in the sky.
There's plenty.
Yeah. All right. Happy to say.
Fucking anything in the sky in a cyclone.
Happy to say 3 then. Is that what we're saying? Train, cricket, tree.
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot how hard that game was actually.
Tough, yeah.
This is hold on. That reminds me we had the fucking Tom Hanks movie. That's when we last played
Splash.
it. Splash.
Yeah.
Good film. What a film. Still
Skin,
never
your
seen
letter is O. Sorry, I'm rushing us on a bit. Here we go.
That's nice. Give me a vowel.
Yep. O. And your time starts. Time starts.
Mate, I'm telling you, it's a
That
thing.
is
It's a thing.
every
It's a
word.
thing, isn't it?
Literally every word, the second letter's O.
Yeah.
Every word.
Yeah.
Oh, shut
Yeah.
up, you pair of complainers.
Complain.
Mickus,
O.
your
next
letter's
one is
also.
X. Mickus. Good luck.
Your letter.
Good luck, buddy.
Mickus, your letter is also actually a vowel. Oh, Goody, just so you know,
better-
you could have answered everyone. Sorry, just so
No,
you know.
I'm aware of that, mate, but what I'm
a
saying
fruit would
is-
have been grape. A profession would have been
No,
broker.
I understand that.
A body part
But
was
I
brain.
certainly think it's a lot easier to do it with a vowel.
Well,
It
we're about
just
to
seems
see.
to be trending how these games are running at the moment.
Let's see.
And
Let's see.
he
Yeah,
gave me the vowel because he knows even with a vowel, I'm going to be useless.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No. Well, let's just play the game.
We'll
and find
find
out.
out.
Can you actually look at the time? this
Yeah,
time?
I was, mate. I
your
was just
time will
mucking
start-
around.
Your time will start when I finish the first question.
What? Interesting,
Interesting
because
as well.
for Goody,
You did it before the first
You
question.
said
This
time
is
starts
all
now.
making sense.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Holy dooly.
Oh my
I'm
God.
telling you, mate, it's a thing.
Well, it doesn't
Just
really
give
matter
him
when.
the point. We're done.
And you know what? You and I may
Skin-
as well go home. The cameras aren't working.
Skin's on 70.
Yeah. It's just interesting.
This
Okay.
could be
Anyway.
my favourite conspiracy theory ever.
Yeah. I'll put Mickus on mute because he's just meant to be timing instead of talking. So here we go. Round 2. Letter is O. A type of food.
Fuck. Pass.
A musician / band.
What's my letter again?
Oh.
Bono.
A verb. Doing word.
Go.
A country.
Norway.
A 4-letter word. Sorry.
Word.
Yeah. Something that comes in a can.
Popcorn.
A superhero or villain.
Time.
Goblin
Okay.
Green.
No, missed it.
Goblin of the Greens.
Holy heck. Skin, I don't think you've done very well there considering
No.
vowels meant to be easy. Type of food, you could have had donut. You didn't get that right. A musician band, you said Bono. I'm happy with that.
Absolutely.
Coldplay was what I had. A verb doing word, I don't think I can give you go.
How can you not give me go?
Because a doing word is like jogging,
Going would have been
going.
good. Yeah, it's a doing word.
Yeah, so go's not one.
Well, what's go if it's not a verb?
I'd say
That
that'd
would
be
be
a
an-
noun or an adjective.
The name of
On the go.
On the go.
On the go.
I would say going would be the verb. But I'm happy to be corrected. Chat would know.
How many did you get? Let's just see. It
Yeah,
might not
so
even
think
matter.
about
You carry on. I'll fact check.
Okay.
Okay,
well,
well,
you let
go
me
to
know.
you,
So
Tom.
you've got one right. The country you got was Norway.
Norway.
That was good. The 4-letter word you got was
Word.
word. So that's 3. And something that comes in a can, you said popcorn. I've never seen popcorn in a can. I wouldn't have thought.
In one of those Japanese vending machines, I actually think
Maybe,
you probably
yeah.
could.
True.
And our listeners will know about them in a couple of
Couple of years. All right, so Skid, I think
all
I've got you on 3 as well, do I?
I've never seen popcorn in a can, but go is a verb.
Okay. Go is a
it?
verb, so you get to 4. Well
Aren't
done.
you an English teacher?
Yep, and I wouldn't have said go
I
as
wouldn't
a
have
verb.
said go as a verb.
No.
English was my worst subject, and by miles too.
I thought of verbs was like, run.
Running.
Oh, no, actually, go, run. Yeah, that's
What
fine.
have I done
Yeah,
there?
happy.
There we go.
All right, Mickus, your letter is I. Someone else on the stopwatch?
I'm on the stop. When am I doing this, mate?
Or whatever you like. I don't know.
I don't think it's going to matter. Have you unmuted him?
Give me a
Start
minute
it
and a
now.
half.
Mickus, your time will start 5 seconds
Wait, what?
before I start answering the question. I is your letter. Second.
Have you
second.
unmuted him?
Yeah, well, he's been unmuted. Yeah. All right. A 5-letter word.
Pass.
Okay, a city. A famous person. I will take surname or first name.
Will Smith.
A household appliance.
Pass.
An insulting word. A musical instrument. I've just got it passing for you now.
Piano.
That was amazing.
What is?
I've never seen someone try harder at something.
Okay, what did you
It looks
get?
like he was constipated.
What did we get? We
I
got
reckon 1.
a famous person, Will Smith.
Smith.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it went a 5-letter word, which I had the example as pivot.
I said pixie in my head.
Nice, excellent.
I said nothing.
No, we know that, mate.
Your city you passed, I had Milan.
Nice, good.
I'm not sure there are other options, but yeah.
Probably there's a couple, I'd imagine.
A few shitties going around.
A famous person, Will Smith. Excellent. A household appliance.
KitchenAid?
Yeah, nice. I had mixer. So yeah. An insulting word, dill.
Dick.
Dick. I would have taken
Yeah.
a musical instrument, violin, or piano. Yeah. So Mickus
I
got
get piano.
2.
I
You
get
got
piano.
2.
Yeah, that was, it was, I actually stopped it a bit early. It was actually 29.87. So yeah,
So
And with the absolute farce of when to start the stopwatch, I think that we need to err on the safe side. Benefit of the
He
doubt
got
to
6.
Mickus.
So carry the 1. 6. Mickus, I think you got 2. Gody, I think you got 3. And Skin with go as a verb got 4.
Come on. Who would have
You know what?
thought?
I'm going to start running the games from next week.
I don't even.
That's fine.
I was going to always lose. So you know what? Skin can have it.
You run the game.
Whatever.
I'll run the game. I
still
quite like
win
running
it.
the games
Oh,
anyway.
Mate, my confidence is soaring in these games.
I thought you were going to say in that jacket.
That too.
Just body
My
temperature.
confidence in my bank account is plummeting.
Core temperature at 39.8.
Well, I don't know what we need an update on the scoreboard. I won a couple in a row, so I got Skin was on 10. I think that's now 11. Go to you're on 7. I think I'm at 4, Mix 3 or
Four-ish,
something.
something like that. I can't
Just
know.
if watch on YouTube,
Yeah.
we'll give you an update.
I just need
probably
to
get
start
better
thinking
at
about. I think we need to start thinking about what my award's going to be.
We do.
No,
yeah,
I'm sure
you're
you'll
right.
come up with it together. That's for sure.
What Skin and Mickus?
Anyway, we're in
Okay.
for a thinger.
Yeah, I'm not doing too well over here. There we go.
You're in for an X. Someone will read it next.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's a good one. Nah, internet.
Yeah.
Cody's playing with the stop.
I was trying to get it to a second. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Great
Just
game.
missed a couple of times.
Great game.
Anyway. This one is from Joan of Dark Knits. Anyway. My daughter's dance class was through Zoom tonight. The last person who used Zoom was my husband, drinking with his band. So Fatty McBigcock just joined the Mummy and Me dance class before quietly exiting and rejoining as Evelyn.
Why would you?
Why would you call yourself?
I don't know. It's incredibly unlucky.
What do you reckon the worst thing that's ever happened to someone's left their computer online? That's probably a good one for the listeners, actually.
Well, mine is certainly when my iPad was left on, you changed the entire language to Mandarin. That was quite tough when I went to school the next day.
Better than banana, I guess.
No, surely the worst one is like during COVID when everyone was working from home and taking classes from home. You heard horror stories of people accidentally leaving their camera on in the middle of classes while they were
Servicing.
Self-servicing?
Themselves. Yep.
What?
Others.
While they're in the self-serve checkout.
Yeah, right.
I don't see how you could recover from that. That's tough.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah.
You probably got to find a new school at that point or place of work, don't you?
You could have said new skill.
New girlfriend or something.
Rightio, that's another episode of the We Got the Chocolates podcast complete, and we would love you to get in contact with us at We Got the Chocolates, wherever you are on social media or at the website, wegotthechocolates.com.au. Homework, I think we are going to double down again on this survey. It would be massively helpful. It would also be massively helpful if we gave you the access to it, but now that we have, complete it, please.
Oh, yeah.
Can someone send me the link so I can
Yeah,
put it on
we
YouTube?
can do that. I'll also might even add a link in the description to the listing for my jacket on Facebook Marketplace. So if anyone smashes through the survey homework, feel free to check out that link as well.
What happened? All right, I'll throw one at you.
Oh, no.
Best survey answers get your jacket.
That doesn't solve my problem
donation.
of being $450 poorer.
All right, listen to this for a theory. More surveys equals more money equals technically you're paying yourself more and you're paying for your own jacket.
I think we should crowdfund the purchase of my jacket. Everyone put in $1.
Okay.
450 people put in $1.
Smart.
I'm not making you have profit out of your poor life decision.
Oh, we wouldn't
break
get
even.
profit,
Yeah.
just break even.
No, because I reckon we'll end up getting more. I reckon we'll get tens of thousands.
If
of
we
dollars.
ask for 450, we'll at least get 4.
I reckon we'll get. I reckon we'll get. I reckon we'll get $10,000.
No
Holy
chance.
I reckon 10,000 people will give you $1.
You
for the jacket.
wildly overestimate us.
If you
I
are
disagree.
considering crowdfunding, you can also just go and buy a piece of We Got the Chocolates gear. That also
Nice.
helps support us. So.
Yeah, you could
Good.
And it is very good quality. Also, if you want to give us some feedback, I know like the survey has a lot of questions actually. We have had a few complaints about the length of it. Sorry about that. But if you the survey that is, but if you do want to give any feedback around the what do you call it, the vignette skin. That's not something we've done very often. That was a trial this training session. So
The balsamic.
yeah, the balsamic. Just let us know in the comments how that went, what you thought. Appreciate it.
That was
And
good.
Also remember to get out and have a laugh with your mates this week. If you're doing that throughout the week, you're absolutely getting the chocolates. And we'll speak to you again this time next week. And as always, good luck in the future. And that stumps. A nice jacket skin.
It's a long list of homework.